we're fortunate enough to live in a neighborhood where there are several floor plans that are exactly the same. So you have the opportunity to go into a house that may be exactly like the one you're interested in, but it's been remodeled. And that's the case that we have today. So I want to be clear, these are two different houses. One was remodeled, one was still exactly the way it was in 1970s. So these are two different houses, but they're the exact same floor plan. So we're going to be walking through those today so you can see what they look like when they were first built and when they've had some modifications. Now, the other caveat that I'll have here is that the remodel on the house that we're going to look at, it was done somewhere in the late 80s, early 90s. So some of the things might look a little dated, but you can see it's a big upgrade from where it was. So here we go. Okay, so I'm going to follow along on my screen on the computer so I can just kind of talk through this house. So I was walking through this house. They're actually right down the street from each other, and right away you notice this one has just a flat front, and on the renovated house you can see they added on about 6 feet to the front of that house right there. And that's going to make a huge difference as we go through this house. You'll see what that 6 feet did. So we're back in the 1970s house. You can see nothing has changed. I mean, nothing. It's got as you turn to the left, you've got this open parlor area that goes into the den area. And what they did in the renovated house was they wanted to divide that space so they'd have an office space and a den space. And of course, they did away with the carpet. And they did a really nice job on doing things like the recessed lighting that makes it so much brighter in there. And on the back windows, you'll notice those windows are larger than what they were in the 1970s house. But let's take a look at the office. So here was that little parlor room area, and here it is as an office. He made sure, the guy doing the renovations, that he kept some of the classic stuff. But look at those windows. See the difference there? So they actually bring in more light, and that's going to be real important as we go forward. I want you to take a look at this one. See that little mini bar there, and this wall where the circle is? They're blocking that front door from the back door. And when he took that wall out, it just opened it up. So from the front door to the back door, you've got all this light pouring in, opens up that space, and you really don't mind losing that open space that you sacrificed for the office. See, this little partition wall is going to be completely gone, and he actually moves that laundry room door somewhere else. So as we flip it around here and we see the renovated, notice he made it a bay window there, opens this up a lot, and then going into that kitchen. Wow, look at that. Now here's where that 6 foot to the front of the house really makes a difference, because as you can see, this kitchen is tiny from the 1970s. Here it is before, and when you go to the after, look at this. Man, it looks like a completely different place. 6 feet or more deeper. But where he stole some space was right here in this dining room area. See this? And you think, oh man, I don't want to give up my dining room area, because that's a pretty big dining room area. But we're going to walk back to the front here, and then we're going to spin around and walk back in when it's renovated here. And you look at this, and I want to show you this. You think that space is small? Well, take a look at this. The dining room table fits just fine in there. It's a beautiful space. It's perfect. And you get that kitchen, and you get more space upstairs too, which you're going to see. Here's the bathroom. So this bathroom was tiny. It had a shower, one sink, and small little toilet area right there. And take a look at this. Because he had more room to work with, he was able to blow out that wall, add a bathtub, a large shower, a privacy door for the toilet closet, and look at that vanity. Man, he's got space upon space. And then as you go outside, he didn't stop there. The backyard, see, this was flat right here on the back. Well, he made that a bay window right here, and then did this covered deck and a cocktail pool. Man, what a difference. Renovations, if you've got the vision, man, it makes all the difference in the world. I know what you're thinking. That's a lot of renovation. If you do that, will you ever get your money back? Well, actually, the person who bought the house and renovated the house purchased it in the mid to late 80s for in the low 100s. And even if he put 100,000 or 150,000 into that house and sold it today, he would still pocket about $100,000, because the houses in this area on that street are selling for anywhere from $350,000 and up. So it depends on the renovation that you do. But in his case, he absolutely got his money back and was able to enjoy those renovations for a long time because he did them right at the beginning. So there's a price to be paid on both sides, the price of enjoying your renovation and the price that you get for reselling it. That's all we got for today. See you next time.